Hey everyone! Today was supposed to be a tulip field drone shoot. That was the plan. Beautiful colors, cinematic flying, flowers everywhere. And then I arrived. The tulips were gone, completely harvested. So, data update. The tulip video has been postponed. The weather also decided to be dramatic recently. Heavy clouds, occasional rain, and not exactly the kind of sky you want for pretty drone footage. So instead of wasting the day, I switched the mission. If I cannot film flowers, I can still collect data. Today I am doing a controlled indoor battery test with the DJI Neo 2, using the DJI N3 Goggles. The test is simple. 3 batteries, tested one by one. No flying around, no tricks, no wind. Just a stable hover above the ground until the drone decides it has reached its safety limit and starts a forced landing. The drone is completely stuck. No settings changed, no physical modifications. All physical protections are still on. That means this is not a maximum risk test. This is a realistic, stock safety limit test. The indoor temperature was 18 degrees Celsius. The test was done inside of the house, so there is no wind or other things that can disrupt the test. That makes this a clean hover comparison between the 3 batteries. The battery cycle count of all 3 batteries are 14. I will fast forward the clips because even I don't want to stare at a white wall for that long.
I had a plan, I had a sky, I had a field of flowers standing by, but now I'm here, inside the hall, collecting data from a white wall. Tulips were gone when I came around, just empty rows on the quiet ground. Clouds rolled in with a rainy face, so science moved to a safer place. 3 full batteries standing in line, one by one they get their time. No wind, no drama, no cinematic view, just a hover test and a plain white wall too. And I wait and I stare at absolutely nothing there, but the numbers start to call. I'm waiting on the flight time, watching white paint dry, hovering in silence while the minutes pass me by. 11:22, 11:32. This is
Battery number 1 reached a total hover time of 11 minutes and 32 seconds.
I'm with my camera on the wall. This is science, this is boring, this is beautiful after all. Battery 1 gave a little more than number 2 matched number 3 for sure. Safety landing at 9%. That is where the power went. No settings changed, no secret trick, no propeller magic, no upgrade brick. Just stock protection doing its thing while I record the least epic scene. And I wait and I count every second ticking out, like a spreadsheet learned to sing. I'm waiting on the flight time, watching white paint dry, hovering in silence while the minutes pass me by. 11:22, 11:32. This is not exciting, but the data says it's true. I'm waiting on the flight time with my camera on the wall. This is science.
Battery number 2 reached 11 minutes and 22 seconds.
No mountains, no rivers, no golden sunset glow. No tulip field beneath me, just the wall putting on a show. But numbers are numbers and data never lies, even when the view is just a rectangle in disguise. I'm waiting on the flight time, watching white paint dry, hovering in silence while the minutes pass me by. 11:22, this is boring. This is beautiful after all. Mission report, no flowers found. No wind detected, no crash on the ground. The wall performed perfectly.
Battery number 3 also reached exactly 11 minutes and 22 seconds.
Thank you for watching the most dramatic wall.
So the results are extremely consistent. The difference between the longest and shortest test was only 10 seconds. That is a very small gap between all 3 batteries. Total flight time across all 3 tests was 34 minutes and 16 seconds. The average flight time per battery was approximately 11 minutes and 25 seconds. The drone seemed to begin its forced landing each time with around 9% battery remaining. So in this setup, with stop protections active, the DJI Neo 2 gives me roughly 11.5 minutes of indoor hover time per battery before it takes control and lands safely. Of course, this does not mean every real flight will be exactly the same. Flying outside is different. Wind, movement, temperature, acceleration, camera angle, signal conditions, and flying style can all change battery life. A calm hover indoors is basically the clean laboratory version. Real flying is the chaotic nature version. And nature is pretty, but not very interested in controlled testing. For a small drone like this, the result is honestly not bad, especially because these are not drained down to 0%. The drone is protecting itself and landing with batteries still left. That is useful to know because when flying with goggles, especially outside, you do not want to guess how much safe flying time there is left. Based on this test, I would personally treat 10 minutes as a comfortable, safe flight window per standard battery. After that, I would already be thinking about coming back, landing, or swapping batteries. In the next test, I want to remove the top propeller protection and see if that changes the flight time. Less protection may mean less weight or less drag, so I'm curious if the difference is actually noticeable. I am also considering buying an extended battery to see how much extra flight time that gives compared to the standard batteries. And when the weather finally behaves like it has read the script, I still want to do proper outdoor tests, a range test, more nature shots, and hopefully, one day, the tulip field video that was supposed to happen today. For now, the flowers are gone, the clouds are annoying, but the battery data has been collected. Mission failed successfully. Enjoy the rest of your day. Jenny out.
Waiting on the flight time, watching white paint dry, hover